Good morning. It's Simply Debbie Sue. And first thing I want to say is it's actually me. I didn't chop my head off. Um, in some of my videos, I went back and watched, and I thought, that is just so ridiculous. Not showing your face. I know I'm old and I'm gray and I have wrinkles. And I mean, what is the big deal? I mean, we're all aging, and I always thought I was aging gracefully, but that is not true. If I'm going to chop my head off and just show you all my neck down and my hands, which I am a hand talker, so you'll see my hands flying all over the place. My husband actually said, he said, if I tie your hands down, you can't talk, can you? Well, probably not. But anyway, I just wanted to say and introduce myself again with my face and everything. So, yeah, let's get that out of the way. But anyway, I am actually finishing up my tea this morning. I probably didn't drink the whole cup of tea, even though I enjoy it. I'm only allowed so much caffeine due to medical reasons, but I love my tea. As the weather gets a little warmer, I'll probably transition from my hot tea into my cold tea. I love cold tea too. I'm going to make some. I just realized I say a whole lot, and I need to stop that. That is irritating. And I know somebody watching the video keep hearing somebody say So I'm going to try to break myself that habit. It's going to take me a while, but I'm going to try to do that. And I apologize for keep saying But anyway, I lost my train of thought. See, I'm old. Oh yeah, iced tea. I love iced tea, and as the summer goes on, I like to make sun tea. I don't know if any of y'all ever made it or heard of it. You put your water in a jar and put it out in the sun with your tea bags and let it, sit for about 6 hours or so, and go and you have brewed tea, but it's from the sun. So I love that, and I'll be making that this summer, and I'll do a video and show you my sun tea. So I'm just sitting here relaxing this morning after my tea, thinking about what I'm going to, see I said again, thinking about what I'm going to do today. My husband and I, we actually cleaned my porch off yesterday. I love to sit on the porch too. I'm a porch, I need to quit saying like I said, just excuse me, I'm going to try better. I really am. So we cleaned the porch off and cleaned my porch furniture off. But, we've had so much rain this spring that I've not been able to really clean it off, because I usually take my porch furniture in the yard and spray it down, or take a bucket and clean it. And we just had so many storms. We just work on the porch when we could. So we've got the porch cleaned off. Now I have to get my cushions out that goes on my rockers and my wicker furniture and my porch swing. So I need to get that out, those cushions out, and probably the next day or so clean those. So then I'll be all ready to do my porch sitting. So I'll do probably a lot of videos while I'm sitting out on the porch this summer. And yeah, but I have been cleaning in my bookshelves some more and organizing, and I found some books that I haven't read yet, so I'm putting them in my to-be-read pile. And let me get my specs on, because I can't see a hoot or read a hoot without glasses on. I have to have readers. But this is a series of 4 books that I found that I'm really looking forward to reading this summer. I don't know how much I'll get read because I have so many books that I want to read. This is a series of books by Lauraine Snelling, and she is a historical fiction author, and I love historical fiction. I don't know about you, but I really love historical fiction, and Lauraine Snelling is really good. This is the Dakota Treasure series, and there's 4 books in this series, and the first book is Ruby in the series of the Dakota Treasures. And from the back of it, it says Ruby Torvald sets out on a daunting journey with her young sister, Opal, to hopefully see their long-lost father once more and claim the promised inheritance. But instead of the treasure they expected, the sisters discovering something most shocking. Ruby's bold determination in the face of scandal is the only way to redeem her father's legacy. Does she have it in her? So, this sounds like a really good book to start the series off. So this is the first book in the series. And the second book is Pearl. And I always love the covers of these books. I like the photos are just so pretty. So the second book is Pearl. And the third book is Opal. And the fourth book is Amethyst. So don't you love those names? You got jewel names. They're all like named after jewels. Opal, Pearl, Amethyst. So I just love all those names for these books. So the first, so I actually got these books at thrift markets, thrift shops, flea markets, and yard sales is where I love to get my books. I rarely ever pay full price for a book, new book. I'm thrifty. My husband calls me cheap, but I'm thrifty. And I tell him, I said, I'm just so poor, I can't afford to pay attention. And he laughs at me because, that's just the way I am. I'm thrifty. But anyway, the three of these books are paperback. And one of them is hardback. The third one, Opal, is hardback. So, but I've got all four of them. But I actually like, to keep them like all paperback or all hardback. But, it really doesn't matter, I guess. But, like I said, I had to buy them one or two here and there to get my series. So you can't, what do they say, beggars can't be choosers? So that's it. So I'm hoping to start these soon. If you've read these books, let me know what you thought of them. These actually were brought out in the 1998, 99, something like that. Let me see. The copyright is, this copyright's 2005, but, she will bring a book out and maybe a year or two bring another book out. But these are older books anyway. But it doesn't matter to me. That's, these books may have been out and been popular 10 years ago, but if I get them at a flea market or, a yard sale or a thrift shop or something, it may take me a few years or so to get all the copies, and then I'll wait. If it's a series, I'll wait till I get all of them before I start the series. But I've had these for a few years now, but they've just been in my bookshelf. And like I said, I'm organizing now and trying to clean out my bookshelf. So I'm going to put these in my to-be-read pile. And like I said, if you have read them, let me know. Because they look really good to me, and I know I'm going to love them. But I would like to know what you thought of them. And if you've read them, let me know. So, yeah. But today, I'm not sure what I'm going to get into today. Like I said, I may get my cushions out today and get those clean so I can do some porch sitting. So I can do some videos on my porch. And you all can just, join me while I'm sitting up on my porch. But yeah, like I said, if you read these books, let me know. Or if you, love books, let me know what kind of books you like to read or what you're reading now. I'd like to know what you're reading now. So yeah, let me know.